We all know Trax NYC for his mental breakdowns at the expense of others. But how much of that is played and how much of that is real? Well, today Brandon Suarez will tell us the truth. He worked with Trax and he has a story to tell. So let's listen to it.
What's going on, y'all? This is Brandon with Trax NYC, and I'm here with Trax himself. Today, so when Peter tried to walk off, he's just cursing at him for like 3 minutes straight. 3 minutes is a long time if somebody's just chewing you out, like nonstop. If you set a timer and just had me curse at you for 3 minutes straight, that's a long ass time. This guy's just going in on him, and I'm looking, I'm standing there, I'm looking to the side, and I'm looking over at Mickey, and Mickey is just not fazed by it. Mickey's just staring at him. It's like they're used to it. It's like regular behavior. Behind Peter, you see the girls that also work there. They're sitting down behind a computer, processing whatever. They didn't even flinch. They didn't even turn around. They didn't look at it. They're not surprised by it. It's like being on a New York City subway train and there's crazy people and nobody's paying attention to it. That's how I would describe it. They don't pay any mind to him. So at this point, I am thinking, I'm like, I thought Trax NYC was like this only on camera. This guy's a dick. Like, I was like, I'm tired of caring about that kind of stuff. I'm just gonna be as authentic as possible, and whatever people want to make out of this video. If you want to feel like I'm clout chasing, if you would feel like I'm talking bad about Max like everybody else, like Danny, Nova, all these other people who probably had an issue with him, if you feel like I'm doing what they're doing, allegedly by just clout chasing and trying to just use his name to slander him, go right ahead and think that. I don't care at this point. I'm on the phone with Trax, right? Trax tells me, "Hey, it's Trax or whatever. It's me, it's Trax." I'm like, "Oh, hey, I sit up, right?" The girl in the video, her name is, I don't want to say her name, but she was on my chest. She was laying on my chest. I did this. I pushed off me. I said, "Hey, what's going on?" He goes, "Hey, it's me." So it's me, Trax. I saw your YouTube videos. I find them very entertaining. You posted one video that I'm really not okay with. I said, "Oh, what video? What video was that?" So then he says, "You posted a video, and the title of that video is called Is Trax NYC Racist?" I did post a video like that. I don't know
Okay.
if you saw it. So I posted that video, and in that video, it was a clip of Noah and Trax. They were on Instagram and they were arguing back and forth. It was about 10 minutes long.
Yep.
And in that video, Noah says, and I quote, "The reason why I stopped working with you in the first place was because you said you didn't want to work with black people anymore." But instead of saying black people, he used the N-word.
The reason why I left too, when we went to the Joyner Lucas concert, you was not having that at all. You was not having that at all. Too many niggas in this spot. I don't want to deal with niggas no more. I want to deal with only rich people. Damn, bro. You say nigga today on your story. Damn, bro. That shit's deleted. Come on, dude. Come on, dude.
Right.
Let's not. I don't want to do this, bro.
You fucking dirty sack of shit.
When he said this, Trax didn't respond. He just stood quiet. So, I saw that and I was like, "Oh, this is good content. Let me just make a video out of it." And I stood completely neutral in that video. And I just asked the audience, "What do you guys think?" And within 3 days, that video got about 5,000 views. And which is pretty good because my channel at the time, I only had like 500 subscribers.
Right.
So I guess it was popping up on the recommended of everybody's like YouTube page. So, and I'm looking at the comments and everybody is shitting on Trax. And it makes sense why he called me. So that was probably that was the primary reason why Trax NYC reached out to me. And then after he told me, he's like, "If you don't mind, can you just maybe consider deleting that video?" I also wanted to maybe see if you and I could work together and collab as well. So when he said this, I actually got excited. I was like, "Oh, yeah, totally." As soon as we end this phone call, I'm going to delete the video right away. So I was cool about it. I didn't want to damage his company or anything. So I get, as soon as we get off the phone, I delete the video and I text him to let him know that I deleted the video. He says, "Great. This happened on a Saturday." He said, "Can you show up on Monday?" I go on Monday. I said, "Yeah, of course." I show up on Monday. I see him. And when I see him, right, I was very, very shy. Like normally I naturally speak with a lot of enthusiasm. But when I got to Trax NYC, I go up to the lounge area, I wait for him, and he greets me, and I almost immediately pull my phone out. I had it like this. I didn't know what the hell I was gonna say to him, and it was all like shaky. The video was all, it was kind of a mess in my opinion, but I didn't know what I was gonna ask him yet. Prior to me going up to the lounge area is called the Mez, where you have the couches and everything. That's kind of where he makes all his videos when he's yelling in the camera and stuff. So I purchased a pharaoh pendant that's like $200 because I'm broke. So then I go upstairs and I wait there for him. I see him. We do the video. I'm asking him a bunch of basic questions. It was all good. I was very excited. He gave me a free gold chain. That's worth around $300. Which, by the way, I don't care about the money or anything like that. It was just the fact that he was so kind to me. And in the video, I mentioned that I didn't understand why he was so nice to me. It wasn't because I feel like somebody should treat me like trash. It was because I've used to seeing him yelling on camera, and he's yelling at his employees all the time. So I'm like, I was kind of like giving him the side eye mentally. I'm like, is this guy really like this? So then I go there the second time. He invites me back. He's like, hey, come on by whenever. We could do a video together. So then I texted him the next day. I said, hey, I would like to do a video showing off diamond earrings. I have a very good friend of mine. She works with me at my job, and she's a fan of Trax as well. So I said, hey, I'm going to get you some diamond earrings as a gift since I'm working over there now, right? So I go over there, and I tell Trax I want to do a video showing off all your diamond earrings. The video on my channel is called Trax NYC Reviews Diamond Earrings. And in the video is me and him standing next to each other. I go to meet him, right? As soon as I get up to the mez, the lounge area, you see all the couches and stuff. Immediately, I see him pretty much like kind of yelling at his employees, right? I was like, he ain't talking to me, so who cares? So I sit down and I kind of wait for him. He says, hey, Brandon, so what are we doing today? I purchased a pair of diamond earrings that were $200. They were very, very tiny. And I say, hey, I got this for a friend. I kind of want to get your opinion on it on camera while we review the other earrings. He says, yeah, let's do it. But first, I want to upgrade these for you. I want to give you a bigger pair. So he takes it to the back. He gives me a bigger pair of earrings. I gave those pair of earrings to my friend because I promised it to her. But we do the video. Video turned out great, I think. It's still on my channel. I had no idea how to use this thing at first because it looks strange. It looks like something out of a UFO. So I was like, I didn't know how to use it. And I was calling Mickey trying to figure out how to use this thing. And while I'm on the phone with Mickey, Max walks in. Max is immediately in a bad mood. He is pissed off. I look up at him. I'm sitting on the couch. I look up at him as he's walking through the door. I say, hey, Max, I'm just setting up here. Whenever you're ready, we can just start the interview. He looks at me. He goes, give me a fucking second. Give me a fucking second. God, you guys are driving me fucking crazy around here. Me, I'm like, the fuck is this guy's problem? So I was like, whatever. I shook it off, right? Mentally. And I kept a poker face. I was like, okay, no problem. So he goes, just give me a second. I'm going to sit down. I'm going to eat for a little while. I was like, okay, yeah, no problem. Just take your time. Yeah, I'm just trying to, just let me know where you want to do the interview. He goes, we'll figure it out. He goes, starts yelling at his other employees over something that I don't understand. I don't know why he was yelling at them. But at this point, like, I felt a little uncomfortable, but it wasn't that big of a deal. So he's sitting there, he's eating, he's taking his time. When I said take his time, he literally took his time. He was sitting there eating soup. He ate soup for about 20 minutes. So and the soup was like, it wasn't like a big bowl. It was like a really small bowl. Again, I'm not trying to rush him. So I go to the back to where he was sitting at and trying to lighten the mood. I pull out my phone and you can still see it on my channel in the Q&A video. I'm like, the fans want to know what you're eating. That video, if you notice in that video, it got cut. Yeah. And he started yelling at me. This dude answered a question. He said, he started describing the soup. He said, it's a borscht soup. I got it adjacent over here. Brandon, didn't I fucking tell you I didn't want to do the interview? Give me a fucking say. He starts yelling at me. He goes in on me, right? Bro, I wanted to walk out, bro. I was like, I can't, I was like, man, I don't even want to interview this guy anymore, man. These comments. I don't care what questions these people have for him. I didn't want to do it, but anyways, I sit there. He finishes eating his stupid soup. He finally addresses me, and he says, all right, Brandon, how are we gonna do this? You have a tripod? I was like, yeah, but I'm not sure how to use it. This dude called me. He was like, you got to be fucking kidding me. He grabs it. He attaches the phone to it, and then he's like, how fucking hard was that? And I'm looking at him. I'm like, I'm not a violent person, bro. You can kind of see it in me. I wanted to knock him out, bro. I was like, yo, I'm gonna knock this guy out. Like I was so he's like, he's like, how fucking hard was that? And I was like, exactly by reaction, I said, okay, would you like to do the interview in your office or would you like to do the interview here? He goes, so let's go up to my office. It's fucking loud out here. So we go up to his office, right? When we go up to his office, there was 2 people already sitting in his office. I don't know who these people were. I think they worked. They obviously worked for him because they were in his office. He kicks them out. He literally tells them, "Fuck out of my office." So at this point, I am thinking, I'm like, I thought Trax NYC was like this only on camera. This guy's a dick. Like I was like, this guy's a asshole. But I'm not gonna like. I'm already here. I came all this way. I've been waiting for him for like 30 minutes. So you know what? I live in Brooklyn, so I came all the way to the Diamond District. That's about 45-minute away. I'm like, I'm not gonna leave now. Let me just do the video. So I do the video. All my enthusiasm went out the window. I'm like, I didn't even want to. I wasn't even enthused about doing it. So I did the video. The video on my channel was about 20 minutes long. And I, regardless of how upset I was, I tried my best to just make him look like, paint him in a more positive light. So after the video was over, he was like, Brandon, you got a lot you need to work on and stuff like that. I'm in my head. I'm like, man, I don't even work for you, dude. Like, I'm not even one of your employees. So I'm like, this guy's talking to me like I got to work on. I mean, you crazy as hell. So I was like, okay, yeah, I got to do better. Now here's how I am as a person. When somebody disrespects me, I'm going to be as polite as possible because I want to see how far he's going to take it. I want to see how long he's going to take advantage before I correct him on it. So the day ends. I immediately, as soon as the video was over, I grab my bag and I leave. I don't make conversation with him whatsoever. As soon as I leave, I text him again. I upload the video. I edited the video that same day. I uploaded it. Looking back at it, I feel like the video could have been edited better, but I didn't really care. So then I asked him again. Your Valentine's Day was starting to come up. I wanted to do a video with him, and the title of the video is on my channel right now. It's called Trax NYC Reviews Affordable Gift Ideas. In that video, you see me, you see Max, and you see Peter. We're making our way. I go over to Trax NYC, and I tell him, hey, Valentine's Day is coming up. I think it would be a good video idea for us to go over affordable gifts because most of my subscribers cannot afford $20,000, $30,000 stuff. So let's go over stuff that's under $1,000. That's what I told him. Did we do that? No. In the video, he's showing stuff that are more than that. They're very expensive. So I didn't care, whatever. So I get to him. We're making our way downstairs, and we're going to, the little tables where you see all the jewelry displays at. Standing behind one of those tables, you see Peter. Peter is standing there. Peter sees me and Max making our way over there, and he sees Mickey walking with us too. Mickey is with us. He has the camera ready. So Peter looks at us and he's like, oh, they're about to make a video. Let me get out the way. That's what Peter was thinking. As soon as Peter walks off, Max goes in on him. You fucking idiot. Nigga. Just saying the N-word, just going in on him, cursing at him. Mickey was getting ready to hit the record button. As soon as he started yelling, Mickey just put the camera down and just looked at him with a blank face. Just like that. And I'm like, I didn't understand why he was upset. It made logical sense for Peter to walk off. I didn't know Peter was going to be in the video. I didn't ask for Peter to be in the video. By the way, Peter, very nice guy. Peter, great guy. By the way, all the employees there are super, super nice. Okay. But I didn't know Peter was going to be in the video. I thought it was just going to be me and Max. So I was just as confused as Peter. So when Peter tried to walk off, he's just cursing at him for like 3 minutes straight. 3 minutes is a long time if somebody's just chewing you out, like nonstop. If you set a timer and just have me curse at you for 3 minutes straight, that's a long ass time. This guy's just going in on him. And I'm looking, I'm standing there, I'm looking to the side, and I'm looking over at Mickey, and Mickey is just not fazed by it. Mickey's just staring at him. It's like they're used to it. It's like regular behavior. Behind Peter, you see the girls that also work there. They're sitting down behind a computer, processing whatever. They didn't even flinch. They didn't even turn around. They didn't look at it. They're not surprised by it. It's like being on a New York City subway train and there's crazy people and nobody's paying attention to it. That's how I would describe it. They don't pay any mind to him. And I was impressed. I was like, because not only am I not used to being in that situation, and by the way, some people, I had a friend, he made an argument. He says, weren't you in the military? Shouldn't you be used to getting yelled at? First of all, there's a difference. That's a life and death situation. This is a fucking jeweler. Like, what the hell? And that's one. Two, before you sign a contract to join the Army, they tell you this shit. Three, after you graduate from basic training, aka boot camp, the yelling kind of stops. They don't talk to you this way. So they actually talk to you like a human being. This guy Trax, I'm like, I didn't understand why the hell he was yelling at Peter. Peter is a big dude. He looks like he could body slam Max, and Peter spoke to Max like a puppy. Like he was just like, I didn't know. You didn't tell me anything. I thought you wanted me to. I'm like, dude, this guy better be getting paid like $300K a minute. Like I don't know how much is he paying this guy? Because he wasn't even talking to me, and I was ready to just walk off. I was like, this guy is such a nasty person, and I was like, that's so disgusting. So then he finishes chewing out Peter, and he's telling Peter, you fucking work here. Why the hell would you walk off? If you see a camera, you stand in front of it. I don't give a fuck if you're not saying anything. Oh, you guys are just retards here. Then he stops yelling at Peter, looks over at Mickey, then he looks over at me. Mickey put the mic on my sweater that I'm wearing there. Apparently, Mickey put the mic the incorrect way. I didn't know what the correct way was, but apparently he put it too low. So Max grabbed the mic and he adjusted it, and then he looked over at Mickey. He said, fucking retarded. Nobody does anything right around here. And I'm already uncomfortable, and I don't even want to do the video anymore. And by the way, this is the second time that he has not only barked at me, I've seen him bark at his employees. And I'm like, to me, this YouTube stuff is a hobby. I know, yeah. The one question that I always ask, I'm like, why does everybody let Trax talk down to, like, why did they sit there and let him talk down to them, right? And I was asking my friend this, right? I was like, yo, I don't understand why did they sit there and like let him disrespect them. And my friend asked me, why are you letting him do it to you? I was like, yeah, probably for the same reason. So I was like, if it was a regular person talking to me this way, I would have immediately cut them off without hesitation. But because like he has a big brand or whatever, I got excited, and I kind of overlooked it. And I knew for a fact that on a regular circumstances, I wouldn't hang out with a guy like that.
Today, now that your fucking face is on the wall, you're playing fucking games. Back the fuck down. Know your place, you dog. Blasphemer, you sit here and call yourself the fucking Lord? Who the fuck do you think you're talking to? Humble yourself. And I'm doing a favor.
What's going on, y'all? This is Brandon with Trax NYC, and I'm here with Trax himself. Today we're going to be taking a look at a comment from one of our reviewers by the name of